Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JS News for Monday, August 11, 2025. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness ended speculations on Sunday when he announced the date for the general elections. Jamaicans will go to the polls on Wednesday, September 3, with nomination day set for next Monday, August 18. Dr. Holness says he has advised the Governor-General to set things in place for the proceedings, which include the dissolution of Parliament. The Prime Minister further announced that local government by-elections for 4 divisions would run concurrently with the September 3 general election. The divisions are Chancery Hall, Olympic Gardens, Sivright Gardens and Denham Town. In other news, construction is now set to begin on the new 6-story medical tower at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Government has signed a contract with Chinese firm ZDA Construction Limited to carry out the work. Ground was also broken on the project, which is expected to be completed by 2029 at a cost of $14.2 billion. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton says the building and equipping of this modern facility is a strategic move by the government to further modernize the country's healthcare system.
We want the University Hospital of the West Indies to be comparable to any similar hospital anywhere in the world. Not in the Caribbean, not in the Americas, but in the world. And therefore, we took a decision strategically that we're going to invest in the most modern equipment so our doctors and nurses can have the best and therefore provide the best possible service.
The 6-story medical tower will have new health services, as well as operating, surgical and ward spaces to improve the delivery of healthcare. The development will also help the institution to better fulfill its mandate of providing trained doctors and nurses to meet the needs of the country.
If the University of the West Indies is not in a position to train more doctors and nurses, to fill the gaps that exist out there, then we would likely lose the full optimized benefit of having an improved system by just building out hospitals and health centers in the rest of the country. Because this is the place to provide the leadership. And there's a lot of expectation.
Still on health, the National Health Fund, NHF, has been making significant strides in its service delivery, allowing more Jamaicans to access timely treatment. Chief Executive Officer of the fund, Everton Anderson, says since taking over management of pharmacy services in 2013, the NHF's processing of prescriptions has moved from about 1 million to 3 million annually.
That's a significant growth in the number of prescriptions processed. Not only that, our fill rate is at an all-time high of 95% on the VEN list items.
Mr. Anderson was speaking recently at the Savannah Lamar General Hospital Expansion Project launch, for which the NHF is providing significant funding. He says the number of health conditions covered by the NHF card has also moved up from 14 to 24 since the fund started.
We now cover 24 conditions, including the recent addition of mammogram to the NHF card, and the beneficiaries can now get ECG tests on the NHF card along with the PSA for the men who are sometimes afraid of going to the doctor.
Another significant achievement for the NHF is its 90 to 95% customer satisfaction rating over the last 5 years, which Mr. Anderson is urging all healthcare organizations to aspire for. 4 residents of Central Kingston are now enjoying improved living conditions, courtesy of government's new social housing program, the NSHP. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness handed over the units to Paulette Reynolds, Keisha Lewis, Jacqueline Rogers and Leonard Tucker last Thursday. He asserts that the program's benefits extend well beyond the individuals actually receiving the units free of cost from the government.
You, the taxpayer, also receives a benefit, and what we want to do is to secure that benefit. And what is that benefit? We well know that when we invest in our people and improve their housing stock, their children or grandchildren, they will perform better. So it means that there are less children who will become deviant and become a threat to you in our society.
Disbursements under the Government Solidarity Program will begin soon, starting with individuals identified by their members of Parliament. Minister of Labour and Social Security Pernell Charles Jr. tells JS News that after weeks of piloting and resolving technical issues, the ministry is operating at near full capacity in processing and uploading beneficiaries.
We've been able to amend and fix and revise and go through a lot of the testing where there were several issues. in terms of uploading, the size of the document and different things that were causing errors. And now we are near 100% in terms of capacity to upload, which means that we're now moving at a much faster pace in terms of identifying beneficiaries, uploading them into the system, and very soon doing disbursement.
The Solidarity Program will offer a one-time payment of $20,000 and long-term access to government services, and will prioritize strategic inclusion over a first-come, first-served procedure. In the next phase, Mr. Charles Jr. says the ministry will partner with civil society, churches, non-governmental organizations and parish offices to reach individuals historically left out of similar programs.
It's the new era of governance. It's caring in action, and it is the real effect of a policy directive that says no one left behind.
And finally, Transport Minister Darrell Vaz is making it clear that the new rural school bus system is not meant to compete with public passenger vehicles, PPVs, but rather to support and strengthen Jamaica's wider transport network. The new service is expected to provide dedicated, safe, and reliable transportation for thousands of students, many of whom have been burdened by costly and unreliable transport options.
The initiative has been carefully designed to complement and support the existing transport ecosystem. The subsidies provided under the program will enable dedicated school transport services to operate efficiently, reducing the burden on the regular PPV operators during peak school hours.
Minister Vaz says the initiative will also increase opportunities for PPV operators to earn more by serving adult, full-fare paying customers.
PPV operators will have the opportunity to accommodate more full-fare paying passengers, meaning adult passengers at full fare. The public passenger transport system currently has some 35,000 vehicles in operation across Jamaica. Of this number, approximately 532 are rural stage licenses. The days of school children competing with the adults for seats, the days of students being told no schoolers or being subjected to harassment and abuse must come to an end.
So far, 52 of the 110 buses have been delivered to the Jamaica Urban Transit Company JUTC, with 23 already retrofitted. Additional buses are expected to arrive in August and during the final quarter of the year. The fleet has also been touring planned routes island-wide, and the minister has assured the public that all discrepancies will be addressed before the start of the new school year. In total, 100 buses will be deployed across 122 routes, with 10 held in reserve for contingencies. And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.